Yeah, been around here my whole life, Jesse, and yeah, I sort of got into trapping wild dogs when we were running a lot of sheep in the mountains, and earlier on we never got any trouble at all, and then all of a sudden I noticed a few being bitten, and the sheep were pretty wild, and so we got the local trapper in, who was Ken Colston, and that's how I sort of learnt how to, how to trap dogs. Not that Ken gave much away, it was all a big secret, but you just watched him, and yeah, so he did a really good job. Um, and then sometimes when he was on holidays, he'd leave his horse down and he'd tell me roughly where the traps were, and the horse would take me around the traps. So yeah, the horse, because he'd been around that circuit that many times, he'd even pull up you'd be looking for the traps and he'd pull up, and you'd see the trap most times before he got there, but that horse knew where the traps were.
Yeah.
And most horses do after a while. So so Ken and I used to get on really well, and I'd go around the traps with him or whatever. So those bloody horses I took around there, it was amazing. One horse, big strong horse, he used to buck a bit, but he was out of the bucking string. And this day I was out on the Estale Spur, and it was snowed real bad, and I was pulling the traps up, and I was just tying them on this horse. There's only probably half a dozen traps to pick up. And anyhow, this bloody horse, he slipped over coming down through the snow, because the snow builds up in the shoes, and ice is up. Anyhow, he fell over and his bloody arm bucked, off I came. Anyhow, I walked for 3 traps, and every trap I came to, he was waiting at it. And I'd sneak around him, and I'd just get in front of him, and the bastard would piss off. He'd be down the next trap, you see. So I got to the last trap, and then I used to turn off and go down this ridge. And now he's pissed off, and then he woke up that he was going the wrong way, you see. So I followed him for a bit, and then there was, where they pushed the track in, there was a few trees still there. So I thought I'll make a bit of a yard here. So I was carrying these bloody traps. I had 3 traps that I pulled up, and I was carrying them. When he came off, I must have them in my hand, but anyhow, oh no, that's right, I'd picked up traps, and I'd had a couple tied on him. So I hung these traps across the road, the chain, and tied one trap to the other, and the chain and the wire from tree to, and then I got some forky sticks, and I made a bit of corral. So he's run back into it. I thought, oh, this is good. And the reins, he hadn't broken the reins or anything, they were still dragging. Anyhow, I'm about trying to grab him, pretty touchy, and he's back, and he stepped on this bloody forky stick that held the traps up. And the traps come down and hit him fair in the arse, and he's jumped straight over the top of me, but I grabbed the reins as he was going past. Shit, I was lucky, but I had a long way to walk, Probably 2 hours of bloody riding from home, or from the coppy's place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just great fun. But a lot of those bucket horses, I paid from $5 to $25 for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wanted them because it was too far for the dog buyers to come down to Jindabyne to buy them. I think I paid up to $200 for really good horses, but most of them around from $45 back to $5.